altitude system. When did you start using it? And kind of give us tell us a little bit about how you came to use it. Did you meet Sean and did he talk you into it? Have you heard through other riders? Was it something to do? Was it something interesting to you, or how did it come about? And then once it did come about, how did it affect your training? How did you feel? And have you been able to quantify that in any way?
Well, I think it started for me. I mean, I grew up at altitude, actually. I'm from Butte, Montana, and that's a mile high. And then, obviously I moved away. I went to Salt Lake for a while, which is also altitude. And I've been living here up in Santa Rosa for 10 years now. And then in 2005, I started doing more altitude training, actually going to the mountains, Switzerland, Spain, and doing some altitude training. And it definitely paid off for me. I had my best year that year in the Tour, and then when it came time in the Tour of Germany, the decisive stage was the highest finish of the whole Pro Tour that year, and I had maybe my best day of my life at that point. And so I became more interested in it because I found out that, hey, it really works for me. So then I went to the #1 name in altitude training, which is Colorado Altitude, and I've got the tent looks like this, actually a little bit bigger because my wife and I have all our animals in there as well. So, and actually I have a travel one as well, and I've taken that to races. I've taken it to Europe and around Europe. So for me, like I said, I'd done the altitude training before, and I knew it was for me it was a big benefit, and as everyone that does it, so that really opened my eyes. So then when I got the tent, which was about this time last year, I started sleeping in it, and well, obviously it's not not in 1 or 2 days you don't all of a sudden start riding faster, but after a week I thought to myself, well, I think I noticed it, and then after 2 weeks it was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure, and then after 3 weeks there was no doubt, really. I think everybody has a different sensation, but for me, when I woke up in the morning, it was like the throttle was wide open. All I had to do was drop the clutch. I was really just wanted to get out the door and ride. When I got those first few breaths of sea level, I just couldn't wait to get out there and push on the pedals. And also I noticed my metabolism was going a lot faster.
So if it affected your metabolism, was it helpful then in weight control?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that it definitely does take weight off. I mean, training at altitude, living at altitude, it does, I believe, burn more fat, right? That's been proven. Yeah.